Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining Santorini.
Santorini is a two-player game. It can play 3 or 4 players, but it is in essence a two-player game. It came out in, I believe, 2017. I thought I had actually done the video of this. It's such a familiar game to me. Now, the reason it's familiar to me is I play it a heap. If you've watched my top 10, you'll see that I do a little bit of a talk about that right at the beginning. It didn't make the top 10, but it got played a lot, so it bared a little bit of mention. The reason it gets played a lot is that I generally have 3-4 games while waiting for other people to turn up, and those games turn over relatively quickly, so it can be turned out quite often and quite well. Now, as I say, this is a two-player game. It is best played with 2 players. It is possible to play with 3, but what I've found with a 3-player game is that one person ends up becoming a kingmaker as a general rule. And that's not the best place to be with a game like this. It can be played with 4 players, which is 2 per team. So there's each team or each person, when you're playing the 2-player version, has 2 meeples on or 2 little minis on the actual Game Boy. So when you're playing 4-player, one person looks after one of them, one person looks after the other. One's a male, one's a female, I believe, so knowing which one's yours is really an important thing. There are also cards that come out that you get to use as a bonus, as a benefit, and I believe in the 4-player game, each person has 1 card in front of them. You can't use the other person's card. So you only have this benefit when it's your turn. You only have this benefit when it's your turn. That type of thing. It's quite well thought through, and it works quite well as a 4-player game. It works quite well as a 3-player game. But this game, in its essence, works best at 2 players. It is relatively straightforward. You'll notice that the Gameplay and Gamesplanation, they go relatively quickly because it is a straightforward game. Now, there's a heap of add-on material that's come with the game. I have the Kickstarter version, so I believe that you can purchase most of the stuff in store, but it has a heap of add-on stuff, of extra stuff that enables you to do other things and work in other ways, and it plays a little bit differently. There's a whole bunch of different stuff, and I've played with most of it, and it works. It works really nicely. I've found that someone's first play, it's best to play without those cards just so they can get their head around the game and the idea of the game. But then as soon as you add those cards in, it gets really good and really in-depth. I found that the version without the cards is a bit blah and bit bland for me. And I tend to find actually that when I'm playing this game against other people, that they also find it a bit bland. It's like, oh, is that all the game is? Okay, fine. But as soon as you throw those cards in, it's like, oh, hang on. Now I've got a lot to think about. So I've had games where this game has run out of pieces because we've both been working really hard at what we need to do and working against the other person and making things happen. I've also had games that run through really quickly because one of the people playing has not quite grasped that the other person is about to win. And so there's a real there's this tug of war thing going on. It is a really good game. I think it's worthwhile looking into. So go on and watch my Gamesplanation, watch my gameplay, see if you like the game, see if you like the idea of it, the thoughts behind it. It's very much a strategy game rather than anything else. So it's kind of the closest I come to a chess-like game, I guess. Even though you've only got 2 pieces, it's a very limited board space. Look, it's a very pretty game. I've got to give it that, absolutely. So look, have a look at it. See if you like it. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you'd like to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games that I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.